Fuck you.
That's about right.
Getting in character. Let's
God
go.
damn.
I swear we actually all like each other. God damn it, camera.
They've just been torturing me for the last 10 minutes. It's
That's
fine.
not true.
It's only been 8 minutes. Stop exaggerating.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep my statement.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chicago by Night, Season 2, Episode 4, Elysium. I'm your storyteller, Quinn Sullivan. Joining me are these kindred, and we'll introduce them starting from the top down, beginning with Lamar.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lamar. I'm playing Matthias, the preacher Malkavian.
Dana.
Hey everybody, I'm Dana. Tonight I am playing Keller, and they are of Clan La Sombra.
And then Vaughn.
Hi, hello everyone. I am playing Nathan of Clan Tremere.
And perfect. Before we begin tonight's session, this show and every show here on Soul Bear RPG is brought to you by So Nerdware. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. Click on the banner below and use discount code SOULBEAR for 10% off of every order. Have a Matthias Runner Monday shirt, have a Forbidden Slurp shirt, have a Slurp Bishop, and soon a Total Party Keller shirt.
Nice forum you had there. I'd be ashamed if it shattered.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I stopped myself. I did. All right. All right. Before we begin tonight's stream, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Nah.
Okay. So, without further ado, let's begin. We left the party in the Elysium 3rd floor of the Succubus Club. Anyone who is anyone in both Camarilla and Anarch varieties find themselves here. A full house, much more than the first Elysium you ever attended, and much more than the hearing that brought you into your second night of embrace. You entered with the task of delivering 2 delegates. However, you only brought 1. Making your way quickly through the main dance floor, past the Sea of Kine, you find yourself in that cigar lounge. That comfortable, smoky atmosphere, illuminated brightly by this decorative, large crystal chandelier. A large, circular bar in the middle. Bartenders pouring drinks of red something. And of course, a conversation being had currently between Matthias and his primogen son. Matthias, son turns to you and says, "It's strange. I expected 2.
So did I.
Well," he checks behind him to see if that bright light is revealing a shadow. "I do wonder. Well, I wonder what could have brought them here."
If we're lucky and understanding, if we're not, I'm sure we'll find out very soon.
I'm sure we will. Nathan. Making their way over to you, you see a familiar face. The Herald, Brett, is on his way over to you as he enters into the lounge. And he simply says, and I do believe you are with Keller and Sierra still, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It says, oh, there you are. Oh, hello, both of you. Good to see you. Keller, you look stunning, and your guest does as well.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you.
Mind if I steal this one real quick? Placing his hand on Nathan's shoulder.
Feel free.
Perfect. Thank you. Come along.
Smile and go along, yep.
Drags you over to the soundproofed windows that sort of overlook the main dance floor. It's a bit of a two-way mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You can look below, but they can't see up. And he just whispers that low, vibrating pulse, sort of reverberating on the glass silently. And he says, now, you do have to tell me what the good old boring sheriff wanted. You did promise, Nathan.
I point over at
Oh,
Sierra.
Alex, sorry.
Yep. I point over at Sierra.
I figured. I just didn't want to make an assumption. You know what they say about assumptions and, well, self.
That was my duty.
Who is she?
Don't know much, honestly. We were given pretty little information. She's La Sombra.
That explains Annabelle's obsession with finding a chandelier that lights various colors.
There's supposed to be two. The other slipped away.
Two of them? And one's loose?
Yep.
Oh, this is becoming so dreadful in Chicago. One La Sombra I can handle, especially if they're, part of my clan. Two is uncomfortable, certainly. 3, 4, it sounds like an invasion. Bishop?
I'm intrigued why we were meant to bring them in. I kind of very subtly point with my in my pinky finger. She seems refined and more held together. The other one was kind of, to be quite frank, a piece of shit.
Well, I'm sure they have to have some tolerable ones. How else would they embrace? Aside from the, mass, wholesale embraces. It's quite barbaric.
Wholesale?
Oh, yes. You've never heard this tactic?
I don't think I have.
Well, they gather a bunch of mortals in some sort of rave or party, and they embrace the entire event.
Jesus. They just... at random.
No, not at random. All of them. And then they send them off into a frenzy, newly turned, hoping that they'll kill a Camarilla or an Anarch or two.
That is a mess.
It is.
Oh my god, the Masquerade.
It has slipped through the cracks every now and then. They used to see it in those old silly papers like The Observer or something like that. The Inquirer.
Makes sense. One that must be harder to do in the modern era. But...
You would think so, but no. We run the world, darling.
fair enough. Sabat. He just kind of makes a face.
Of course. Well, I'm just sort of... Why don't you keep me company? I need to have my warlock around just in case that other one decides to show up.
Yes. What was the name of out of character for a second? Was it Ice Boy that ghoul told us about?
Snowman.
Snowman. Actually, I have a question for you, Brett. Ever heard of someone called Snowman? I vaporized one of their ghouls the other night.
Couth, but fine. No, where are they from?
Gary.
Oh, that's why.
Just thought I might ask.
Who goes to Gary?
Right. No reason to go there.
I mean, it's not even in Illinois, so...
True. Well, I knew you knew a lot of people, so I was just curious.
Oh, I do know, but if you want actual information about any detailed kindred, kine, or whatever, ghoul, you'll have to talk to Damien. That's his job. I sort of just say what the prince wants.
Nathan nods. I wonder if... I'm just curious what he's thinking with bringing those two in.
Defectors? Who knows? Maybe they heard about, dear Keller over there.
Could be, but I don't get the impression they weren't aware of her. At least I couldn't tell. At least the other one was not. I don't know about them.
That would be interesting to try and pick up, wouldn't it? Now I want to know.
You could always go ask her. Said pointing at Sierra.
I could. Or I could just stay comfortably a few extra feet away.
I think I will also do that.
One could tell she is dangerous. That is certain.
I very much get that impression.
Matthias, wits plus aspects. Three? Okay. Also around Elysium, you see a couple of Nosferatu lingering around from circle to circle. Of course, you know this would be Nathan. You have heightened senses, correct? Not sense the unseen. You have sense the unseen.
I don't have any aspects.
Oh, okay.
I have like pretty decent like awareness of like 3 dots in it.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
You see Nosferatu sort of making their way and mingling through various kindred circles as well. You don't see your Nosferatu, your enemy. But you do see a couple only revealing themselves on their terms. Most don't seem to pay attention to when they're there. Keller. Off in the corner, as Sierra turns to you, she looks to one sort of group, one clique, and asks, "And who are those? I could take a guess, but I want confirmation." And who you see is a bald man with a clothespin in his nose. Genghis. A modern goth punk woman. In the middle, Anita. And a young black woman with short hair and purple lipstick. Looking at your general direction, whispering amongst themselves. And then Genghis giving you a slight wink and a nod. Almost as saying, I know. What he knows could be dangerous for you. And Sierra.
I look back to them and then I look back to her. Those are some of the local anarchs, the opposing side, one could say. I've met those two, and I point, like, motion to Genghis and Anita, but I don't know who the other one is.
You should probably go intervene and see what they might know. I should probably make my way to Jackson now.
I think you've kept him waiting long enough.
You have no idea, she says.
Oh, if she's gonna make her way that way, then I will make my way towards them.
Okay. Alexa, still eyeing them, like, with that almost empty but dreadful gaze, looks to you, gives you a, like, what's up? You gonna do anything?
Nah.
Still looking at him.
Honestly, having them look at them makes me feel a whole lot better. Give Alexa a reason. Give them.
Anita, of course, makes their way as soon as you get within a comfortable speaking distance. Damien's still playing sets of his experimental jazz. And she says, Keller!
Anita.
How are you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you this night.
It's been a while.
Oh, it has been. I hope you're still not offended. I by what happened between, well, my little hitman's hitmen and, of course, you. It's nothing personal, right? It's just the way the game's played.
I believe you're referring to the time where you tried to blow us up.
Oh, I had no idea that sort of thing would happen. But what I do and what I can say is something needed to be stopped for the safety of my friends. And something may have come to blows. Genghis looks up and says, literally. that girl with the purple lipstick laughs.
Well, considering we're all still here, I suppose no offense taken.
Oh, well. Right. Letting bygones be bygones is the most important thing.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, she's pretty fucking miserable, so.
Who is?
The reason you tried to blow us up.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
What is she like? I've never had the pleasure. She's been hidden away in the chantry for so long now.
She's just young, honestly. Kind of wants to, go out and do things, but they're kind of keeping that tight leash right now.
How does that make you feel?
I went through all the trouble of bringing her on, and I'm torn between saying that it's fine and that it's kind of like, I mean, I got what I wanted out of her, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of sad, really, if you think about it.
The newcomer between you two speaks up and says, there could always be a better way. Always.
Bigger and brighter things.
No. We're not liars. It's hardly bigger or brighter. We live and we are night creatures. But at least we say what's true.
When it suits you. But I think we all played that game.
Mal Davis.
Keller.
Nice to meet you.
What was the name again, Quinn?
Mal Davis, M-A-L, and then Davis, like the male name. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah?
Yeah, all good things, actually.
That is.
That surprises you?
My name and good generally don't go in the same sentence.
I hear you're an independent lick who thinks on their own terms, but unfortunately doesn't play by the same rules. It's sad.
Sometimes you have to do the hard things to survive, you know?
And what are you surviving for if not freedom?
I think a part of me is still waiting to find out. But I'm enjoying it so far.
As long as you are not hindered, that is all that matters.
I like to think that I'm doing alright right now.
Right now.
So did you guys all just come for the show or other reasons?
Oh. Other reasons. I do believe every kindred is welcome in Elysium.
Oh,
Right.
of course.
Yeah. Anita speaks up. But we really should be going at this point. Now, well, not so fast, Genghis speaks up. That was a dirty fucking trick you pulled.
What are you
You
talking
and your
about?
little friend over there. Pointing to
Oh.
Nathan.
Alex?
What do you offer the old man?
Gonna be 100% honest with you, man. I have no fucking clue. And part of me really doesn't want to fucking know.
I got a few ideas.
You and me both. But I couldn't tell you, and I wouldn't even if I knew. That's between them.
It was besides the point. Are you gonna get the fuck out of my face?
But I was just having so much fun. And then I'll actually just make my way towards Alexa.
We could be having more fun.
Yeah. And I'll just go in. Is Alexa like sitting on a table watching them?
Yep.
I'm gonna sit in a chair next to Alexa.
Scalpel playing dexterously between their fingers. Hey,
Hey, having fun yet?
could. Just waiting.
Did you get your present yet?
Present? What?
When we called them about the body?
Oh. No, not yet.
Okay, well, it should still be there.
That's great.
I mean, at least if it doesn't work out tonight, you'll have something to look forward to.
I want to turn Genghis into ash.
You're not the only one,
I feel
but I'd like to
awful.
see you do it.
Thank you. You know, You'd be good at what I do.
You think?
Yeah. The sheriff could always use more hounds.
I mean, is that even possible to have more than one?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. It does sound like fun. I'm not so good at the tracking bit, but
That's my job.
the other stuff. I'll have to consider that.
Think about it.
Have the Anarchs like made him leave yet, or were they just wanting to be on their own?
They're on their own. They're still welcome in Elysium.
No, I didn't know if they were saying they were going to leave or if they just wanted to be alone.
They wanted to be alone. They wanted
Okay.
to they wanted you to go.
Cool.
And then Sierra made their way to the stage. And speaking to the prince, and she of course bows, nods her head, and makes their way to the circle of Ventru. And as they're doing, there is a lot of whispering and sort of glances being given throughout all the circles. A lot of murmurs, sort of almost intertwined with the jazz that is being played. Until Genghis interrupts and says, Prince Jackson and his doggies bringing Sabat into the Elysium. None of you fucking Ivory Tower shits knew about it. And then Alexa says, that's my cue, killer. And they throw the scalpel across the room and it stabs Genghis straight in the shoulder. And you hear Genghis bring out a giant roar. And it spills into the dance floor, into the main portion of the stage. Sierra, Jackson, and the Ventru just sort of looking down as Anita just goes in to jump in the fray. Damien takes off his guitar and then makes his way over to attempt to break up the fight. And separates the two of them. You, and you can see Damien point, asking them to leave. Critias, of course, comes over and removes Genghis from, and also all the Anarchs out of Elysium after that point too, leaving Damien the sole Bruja in the cigar lounge at this point. Oh, poor sheriff's all by himself now. Oh, it's such like a Bruja. Brett says to you, Nathan.
He doesn't seem to mind it.
Well, I'm not the sheriff, and I would never say anything like that to his face.
Fair enough. He really doesn't like me, Genghis.
He doesn't like anybody.
Fair enough.
Unless
I
you're a
kinda
unless you're a Bruja or an Anarch. That's what I've taken away from.
Though it's kind of amusing to know how much I annoy him.
You annoying? You're far too delightful for that.
Always the charmer.
Well, Matthias, it appears your brave sires done their job.
Yes. I feel as if that was bound to happen. There was
Why?
no way. There was no way. This much of a power struggle in one small area was going to survive without some type of display.
But Sabat. And he turns to you. You don't think I would have liked to have known about this?
I am placed between. I am in a hierarchy that I cannot win, sir. I have the wishes of the prince. I have the wishes of Primogen. I have the wishes of my sire. They do not always align. I follow the one that aligns with myself. I did not hide this from you. I was told not to say, by order of the prince.
Charisma persuasion.
3. Persuasion is another 4. And this also, do I get to add my persuasion? Yes, I do. This is my highest amount of dice I get to roll. Come on, don't fuck me today. 6.
Of course you're right, Matthias. My young oracle. It's just a shame. I hope to earn your loyalty at one day. Perhaps in your first group session with the clan.
Group session.
Yes.
And when would this be?
In a couple of nights.
Will my sire be there?
Yes. So will Bronwyn. And hopefully my child. Looking at you.
Looks right back. And hopefully your child. It'll be a good family reunion. An introduction to those I have yet to meet.
We'll see. Damien then hops back on to the stage. And Alexa actually makes their way over after coming back and getting rid of the Anarchs. Makes their way over to you. What's up, man? You couldn't throw down too?
Me?
No, Keller.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, sorry. What did they ask?
They ask, couldn't help out?
I mean, it looked like you had a handle on it.
I had some handle, but I don't know. I felt like it would have been a good bonding experience.
Well, next time Anarch starts some shit, I will hop in with you.
Don't tease me.
I'll let you have Genghis.
There is ever a blood hunt on him. Be a good first date.
Sounds like fun.
Well, it can be. Especially if they find their way down in Gary again.
Oh, speaking of Gary, do you know it's Snowman, right? Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anyone named Snowman? I know it's a really weird name, but
It's one of Sun's coterie mates.
oh, okay. I just heard the name passed around, and I thought you might know something.
Ooh, I think I need Keller to roll a charisma subterfuge.
I mean, it technically isn't a lie.
It's not a lie.
I was going to tell them.
Well, the reason is I'm gonna roll wits insight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will let you know that technically not a lie is a specialty within subterfuge. It has been dictated earlier, so fuck off.
I mean, is it a lie if I planned on following up with mentioning what happened?
Oh, no.
Because I was gonna be like, yeah, some ghouls tried to narc us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not hiding anything from them. I was literally going to tell them.
Okay, alright. Yeah. Alright.
I mean, I could roll because I have some dots.
No, it's fine.
But no, yeah, my intention was to tell them about it because it's Alexa. Fuck you, Lamar. No, so we were, tasked with bringing them in, and Alex did his thing, and then some people tried to pay us a visit. They were from Gary, and they worked for Snowman, hence why I asked. One of them doesn't exist anymore. I think they're dust. I think that's what happened. Yeah, dust.
Oh. That's some weird Tremere shit.
Yeah, fucking weird.
Fuck.
Yeah. We let the other one go. The other one went home. But
have you told Damien?
I mean, he's been a little busy. I motioned to him having, had to jump off and on the stage. I don't know if he put his guitar back on yet, but he's a little bit busy.
Yes, he's playing now. I would tell him that.
Okay.
When you get a shot, where's the rest of? Where's my child? Look. Oh fuck.
The parent in a grocery store moment.
Yeah.
But it's worse because Sun is there.
Yeah.
I believe your child is over there, standing in very bright light, and then the other one is Harpy. There we go.
Yeah, I don't care about that one. I'll be right back.
Tell him I said hello.
Okay. And Alexa makes her way to Matthias. What does Keller do now?
Is Annabelle around?
Yes, they're.
Is she available? I should say.
She is making her way to Brett.
I'm gonna let that. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I think I'll just. There's the glasses of blood that are just available.
Yep.
I'm gonna go grab one and just lounge somewhere and watch.
Okay.
People watch.
You can just one hunger.
I'm already at one. I'm just holding it for funsies.
Gotcha. Making their way over to Matthias. Alexa goes, "Hey."
Oh, Alexa, nice to see you. Alexa, son, Alexa.
I know. Primogen. Miss Santos. Good to see you again. Yeah, a little perturbed by the whole Miss thing. And, yeah.
Not a lady. We were having a love...
That's right, Son says. My apologies, Alexa. It's no offense taken, Primogen. We were just talking about our next group therapy session and how we would love to see Matthias. Oh, right, yeah. You should. I'll bring him next time. Mm-hmm. We'll do that.
I am looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to be an eye-opening experience. I've been to group therapy before, just not with a room of oracles.
It's an enlightening experience. Can be. Yeah. Well, Primogen, if you don't need anything from my child or myself. We're gonna find Alec. He's around somewhere. Of course. I will stay here. Yeah, I bet you will. And takes you, turns around, and leaves. Gonna be hiding in the fucking brightest part of the room, I bet.
He's a little shaken about the shadow people.
Oh, the La Sombra. Yeah, okay.
Yes, the ones who can.
Oh,
do fantastical things.
I thought you were.
No. I don't.
Oh,
No.
I thought you saw them too, and I was just, so.
In here?
Yes?
No, luckily I have not been blessed with the visions of them in here. I've seen different shadows other places, but right now, music, lovely guitar playing, power struggles, a lovely knife throw. That was fantastic.
I know, I want it back.
Oh, did you lose it?
It was just a scalpel.
Good scalpel's hard to find, I'm assuming. Rosa told me that.
I work in a morgue.
I guess they're less expensive for you. Can you please tell me what's about to happen with this group therapy session? Because if I'm being very honest with you, Alexa, being next to one of you by myself is a terrifying experience. Being surrounded by the rest of you.
Now I'm offended.
Time.
Now I'm offended.
Why are you offended?
Because I am one of you, Matthias. Yeah. I am your sire.
Well, I do apologize. I will pull this. I will rephrase this. There's too many people who can read minds already. Having them all look at each other feels like an atomic bomb that's about to fall on my face, and I cannot do anything about it.
Let's go find your stepdad. they just pat you on the shoulder and gets you a drink of blood. Here.
I will down that thing.
Yep. Do the same. And it's and they eventually find Alec, and this is actually gonna be the first time you notice. Alec has a stick. Like a for blind people.
Oh.
Yeah. And they make their way over to them. Hey, how are you doing? He's like, I'm fine, thank you. The sight thing, it's fine. When he needs to appear more alive, his blindness comes back.
Oh.
How did you? How is Keller? He says to Alexa. Oh, good. I think I'm making headway there. Good.
More than you realize, believe it or not.
Really? Oh, Alex says, really?
Keller has expressed more than once their... well, they like being around Alexa. Keller doesn't express joy, ever.
Alec will speak up at that point, being like, that's why I'm surprised. Not that you're not lovely, dear. I adore your cruelty quite a lot. Keller is just very hard to read. Oh, no, that makes sense.
Every once in a while, they will say something that is not sullen silence or witty banter. Generally after a traumatic experience, but either way, it's good to see you, Alec.
You as well, Matthias. Making our way over to Nathan. Annabelle enters and says, "Oh, Brett, how is the chandelier holding up? And how are the festivities?" "They're fine, Annabelle. The just spending such lovely time with my warlock here."
I smile. Good evening, Annabelle.
Good evening. It is nice to see you again, Mr. Bishop. And, where is Keller?
I saw them. They were hanging out with Alexa.
Oh, I wish I could stay, and I hope you two are enjoying the festivities. Brett, if the prince needs anything, it is your duty. I know my duties, Annabelle. Please, allow me. Right, of course. Let me find your, sister, and... Right, yes. Annabelle, before you go, I learned here from Nathan. Oh. Annabelle peeks up. That the delegate is of Clan the Sombra. Well, that is a revelation, Brett. Thank you for that. It only confirms what I theorized. Now, stay here for tonight. And, in case I know what to do, find Portia. Thank you. Keep him
Have a
good.
good evening.
You as well. Keep him good company, Mr. Bishop.
Oh, I very much intend to.
We behave, boys, and makes their way over to Keller.
Bless.
Keller. Hello. And she stops herself real quick and is speaking to. Unfortunately for you, Keller, just somebody or something. But for Matthias, with his sense of the unseen, you see it is a Nosferatu. Anyway, my dear, sorry. How are you?
I was amused by the little rabble that just happened, but now I'm just waiting.
They don't call them rabble rousers for nothing.
They're not wrong.
So that delegate, then... That delegate. The
Yes.
guest of honor that this is all for. What do you make of them?
Well, this one seems to be as honest as they can be in why they're here. The other one, was kind of an outright piece of shit and then jumped ship as soon as we woke up tonight. So I don't even know what to think of him right now, other than he does as he wants.
Well, I'm sure our brave and noble sheriff is on that.
We did tell him immediately upon learning that he was gone. Him and his two friends, his ghouls.
And he is still here playing. Like I said, dear, could be a better sheriff. Beautiful musician, though.
It is quite nice.
Could get lost in it for days. Though I do wonder how much of it is his and, of course, Tobias's work. As she points over to that Toreador, who you met before. He has those very starry eyes.
That one.
Yeah. Well, my dear, I just cannot begin to iterate how much I care for you. Certainly. And I don't know why I am necessarily saying that, I just know that it is true. You are my child by choice. And nothing is going to change that. Not, not a, rather rude La Sombra guest.
I've never doubted that you cared. Honestly, outside of everything that's happened in the last 6 months, that's not something that I've ever had to worry about. And I appreciate it.
Good. Kella, there is something that I wanted to... And the Seneschal stops his cane on the stage. And the prince begins making his way, smiling and baring his teeth. And he makes a short, calculated gesture with his arm. The music stops. Welcome to our Elysium. As always, it warms this old body to see so many familiar faces amongst our numbers tonight. I want to take this opportunity to thank our escort, or should I say, bodyguards, after last night's activity. You all know them. So without more ado, I introduce the elephant in the room. He points to Sierra. I'm aware my decision to invite such uncommon guests into Chicago is controversial, to say the least. However, I'm sure there's a good reason why our dear guests have embarked upon such a dangerous journey into these Camarilla lands. If it wasn't clear already, our visitor is of Clan La Sombra. But we're no strangers to that. Gestures over to Keller. And of course her sister with the chantry, pointing over to Deuce Sable. So, without further ado, please approach the stage under our banner of peace. We're all interested in what you have to say. Sierra steps up and grabs the mic as Jackson hands it over. My name is Sierra Van Buris. My presence is in this town is not a matter of flight, betrayal, power hunger, or destruction. As mentioned by many in this Elysium tonight, my brother and myself have been sent here as representatives of our entire clan with one purpose in mind. Our clan wishes to join the Camarilla, to flee the Sabbat and strengthen your ivory tower. Jackson immediately turns and you can hear from the mic, "What?" And there is chaos after that. Brett turns around and says, "What the fuck?"
I didn't know.
Matthias, Alexa immediately goes, "Oh shit."
Gosh darn it.
Oh, this is gonna be a shit show, Brett.
Alec is simply laughing. And of course, if you turn around, you can see Sun goes a little further back into the corner so his own shadow cannot harm him. He is not even putting up the facade of a straight face. He is just utter fear at this point. And of course, scenes like this play all throughout Elysium. And then the Seneschal trying to calm the stage. Enough! Enough! Smacking his stick, using his powers of discipline upon until simply that black lady with the long hair screams, "Enough!" And the entire room, nearly every kindred, calms down. Damien, here. You? Come with me, both of you. And grabs Sierra with Damien. Works her way to the back. Damien looks to Alexa and gives him a sort of like gather round sort of bit. And Alexa looks to you, Matthias, and says, "Okay, let's get your coterie mates." And looks to Alec, "Babe, I gotta go." "No, I understand. Have fun." Always.
Matthias, staying 6 foot, will look around, just. Come on.
Yeah.
What was Annabelle's reaction to that?
She's cursing in French.
Wee!
Damn it, Lamar. I will, as I get up from the chair that I've been sitting in, I'll put my glass on the table and I will take her hand in mine. This night just got a lot more interesting.
This night just got a lot more dangerous. Kill her.
It's half the fun.
Don't know.
I don't. But that gives me a new perspective, doesn't it?
Go, my Shuri. Do your duty.
I go and follow the others.
I give Brett a grin. I'll see you later. Stay safe.
I'll try.
And then I'll head over to Matthias and Keller.
Hello.
Oh, boys.
Welcome to the circus.
Oh my, what did we bring into town?
Nothing we could have anticipated.
The rapture. To some.
This is quite an interesting turn, to say at the very least.
Alexa's with you all and just adds in, I have to know. None of you knew?
We had no fucking idea.
Nope.
We
No
had very
fucking clue.
vague but specific instructions. But beyond that, no.
The most we knew was that they were invited.
And that we were to safely escort them here. That's all we knew.
Anyway, we're children. Who would entrust us with this information anyway?
That's fair.
And my sire says that I don't understand the brevity of what's just happened. So
I think we're all too young to really, all three of us.
Alexa's son is, for the first time, showing true fear.
Alexa, how bad could this get?
The La Sombra have never been part of the Camarilla. Ever. They have always been Sabbat. That much I know. They've never not been Sabbat. All the way back in like medieval shit.
like before the Ivory Tower?
Yeah.
There's such a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's like, I don't know, like 1300s?
Something like that. In ye old medieval times. Well, between everyone who has lived through it and us having not, this should be an interesting conversation.
Hostile takeovers are not generally sent with emissaries.
Unless it's a ploy.
Unless it's a ploy. Or not everyone agrees. Remember, only one of two is here.
I don't expect the Sabbat would take a betrayal of an entire clan well. Their defection could lead to an outright war, couldn't it?
We've already been at war.
But more aggravated.
The Sabbat have been quiet, I know that much. They've abandoned everywhere to go somewhere.
So what could have brought this on if they've been so if they were original members? What desperation could have led
Maybe
them
we
to
should
this?
ask her.
I'm sure they're discussing that with Jackson.
City's gonna burn.
What was that?
Nothing.
You're talking about your prophecy again.
Nothing.
Well, that's right.
In the darkness you will find salvation.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I'm also a little concerned about the last line. Or second to last.
The wolves are howling.
Yep. That one.
Well, all I know is that when everyone starts to panic, good decisions start to go by the wayside.
It was interesting to watch everyone's reactions. You don't get to see genuine reaction very often among us.
Shadows shall consume the city.
Damien exits and comes back into the main Elysium floor from the back. Says, Alexa, go see the prince and our guest. I got work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Damien, before you go, real quick, it's tangentially related. But remember when we told you about the ghouls that came?
Yeah.
And we took care of them. Alexa wanted me to tell you where they came from.
Gary.
Specifically for my kin, and I'm saying this with my back to Sun. Specifically. That we managed to get information from the living ghoul, and they said that they work for Snowman.
Okay.
And they were the ones who came after us.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. One problem at a time, though.
Of course.
I need
you've
to...
got a shit ton on your plate.
My plate?
You are the sheriff.
True. This is our plate. I need to get to work. Matthias, you hear in your head, before you enter back there, please come find me. You know where I am.
Matthias is just gonna look around.
Oh, actually, he won't say that yet. Sorry.
Okay, that was the wrong person I thought it was. Okay.
That was Sun. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was... I had hope.
I also assumed it was Bronwyn.
Yeah, I thought it was Bron.
No, I thought it was Sun.
Oh, good.
Sun's the only one who talks in his head.
Yep. So, instead what will happen is, Damien will actually, before he leaves, will be like, real quick. Here. Opens the door. Go see him.
Okie doke.
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you make your way inside. And the prince is just sort of standing in the back room, thinking. Turns around, breaks his clipped in quiet fashion. Looks to you. Yeah, you delivered your quarry. You performed your task. Tomorrow night we'll talk payment. Go tell Brett Stryker I owe you a boon or something. It's all in the up and up. You did good. Puts a hand on Matthias' shoulder and on Nathan's. Night's not over yet. Looks to you, Keller. If you wouldn't visit our guest, she's in the basement, where the hanging meat usually is. Password is loaded. No harms to come to her. That's my law.
I think I'll go see her.
Yeah. You know what? You three can have the room. I'm gonna go out there and make the rounds. Alright?
I give a bow, Your Majesty.
He exits the room.
Well. I guess I'll go find Brett. How are you all feeling?
I hate to say this, but this is kind of Keller's show. Do you want me to come with you?
This is only my show by proxy,
Not wrong.
but I mean, at least she was civil with us. I would hope that they would take that into consideration. And Jackson has said that she is to be protected. So I only worry at this point what it means that Malenkov isn't around.
Not every surrender is welcomed.
No, it isn't.
No. This is going to make things a lot more complicated around here very
But
quickly.
I would say that if she is being honest, like genuinely honest, I don't know what happened in their faction, but for their entire clan to jump ship
Something
after
must...
centuries of war with the Camarilla, it's worse for them there than it is for them here.
It's not exactly like the Sabbat have. Other members of the Sabbat have obviously have been doing stuff. My true sire is of them. I was in a house of hell. Activities happening.
That's right.
Yes. Out of character, Quinn, would I know based on my studies what the house was based on what he had described to me at some point?
Roll a intelligence plus occult check.
Okay. Damien told Matthias at least what it was. I don't know if Matthias ever shared that with the rest of us.
Yeah, if you want a little more information on what that is, then you could roll intelligence and occult.
I definitely have described the handhead person. Mm-hmm. That's a nightmare.
4.
If the La Sombra are the heart of the Sabbat, the Zamitsi are the soul. They have an intelligence of an alien degree. But they are wicked and very, very cruel, as evidence for Matthias' encounter. what it sounded like was it was the haven of Zamitsi gone rogue. Like he abandoned it. With all the Christian ideology that was thrown around in there too, it does sound like a Zamitsi who may have found the heresy to be true. Maybe not necessarily Sabat.
Gotcha. Thank you. I wonder how the Simichi are going to react to this little news. The flesh crafters.
Well, don't forget about a little burn notice. We have to find them as well at some point.
It's Damien's job.
Our job as well.
What are you talking about specifically?
There was a letter.
Oh, the blood hunt from
Yes.
forever ago. Okay.
Blood hunt? What?
For the members of the Canaanite heresy.
That's right.
Kill the church.
The Church of Cain. There's an open bounty in perpetuity against members of the Church of Cain.
But the microphone wasn't in the right place the entire time.
But one catastrophic event at a time. Right now, we should probably talk to the bombshell herself.
Would she even want to talk to us? What? I mean, obviously they'll talk to Keller, but should we even be there?
Maybe. Who are we but children?
Also, I distinctly remember a warning from many months ago about not going in the basement.
As do I.
But
I'm not supposed to be here.
The prince has given me leeway to enter the basement.
I need you, Nathan, to God damn it, Liam, you bitch.
What?
Liam's
What do I
like,
need to do?
You need a goddamn Liam, you fucking bitch. I think that's persuasion.
Roll me a composure plus intelligence, please.
I mean,
That's
okay.
a blood bond check, sounds like.
Yeah, and I have to subtract a dice because
You a junkie.
I'm a junkie.
Oh, it's not?
It's a discipline power.
Oh.
You're attempting to be summoned.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi, Mom.
Mom, please. Not now.
Mums, I got 2 successes. I already know. I'm like, I gotta go, guys.
You bitch!
No more. You whore.
What?
Did Nathan
Was
win?
it 1 success again? What?
Or she won by 1? What is Liam doing?
Trying to close the fucking door.
Oh, you're above the
DJing the
garage.
garage door.
Yeah. He's playing Fuser with the garage door. I'm gonna add that to a fucking disc one day, being like, wow, this actually works. God damn. Alright, it's over. Yeah, you lost.
Yeah, I figured.
By
It's not critical. But you know who's summoning you.
Nathan takes a deep breath.
In accordance with your bond, you may act as you will.
I'm being called.
What?
Ironic that we talk about basements and then mommy calls.
Oh.
I will. Nathan kind of has a glazed look in his eye. I gotta go.
Have
You feel
fun.
like his head's twitching a little.
One
Alright.
day I'll get used to that.
And he immediately begins making his way to where he's being called.
Alright. And what about Matthias and Keller?
Do you want to go to the basement?
Let's go to the basement.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Keller. You know, never mind. I have nothing for this one. Just
No scripture for me, man.
Don't get killed.
Oh man, I feel pretty damned right now.
I will get you to smile one day. It will be the greatest gift of God.
I've smiled before. You just don't like it when I do it because it probably means I'm hurting somebody.
Or doing evil or sinning or, on drugs. One of the things. At some point, I'll make you a Teletubby. Whatever. Let's go.
What?
Let's go.
Teletubbies?
The main dance floor of the Succubus Club, Nathan. It is a prime hunting grounds for kindred. And of course, still there, basking in it all, is Portia in the midst, surrounded by a sea of kine and fledglings, all living their best on lives.
I'm gonna dance my way to Mom.
Okay. You make your way there, and you can see she cleans her cheek from a fledgling real quick, and makes their way over to you and kind of puts out a hand that says, "Come dance with me."
I immediately take it.
All right.
Here, come for it.
And in the middle of the dance floor, she just begins having a conversation with you. And it is crystal clear. Her lips don't move. It's almost impossible. It almost would be impossible to have this sort of conversation in this sort of environment. But within your head, you can understand. She says, "Oh, hey there.
Hey,
What's going on?"
have you not heard the news?
"Oh, I may have heard something. It is my club after all."
Quite a revelation occurred upstairs.
"I heard, actually, about that. What do you think?"
I think it's going to end up being some sort of shit show.
"Oh, undoubtedly."
What's
Well-
your take on it?
Do you want what I would do, or do you want an impartial opinion from a uninvested observer?
I'm kind of interested in both, to be honest.
The latter. The Camarilla is weak. The Sabbat is fleeing somewhere. And with that weakness is opportunity. The Sombra saw it, the Brujah left, the Gangrel left, and they looked to fill it.
Feeling in a void,
Exactly.
cement their own power within the tower.
That's good.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're a powerful clan.
Very. I'm quite a fan.
I thought you would be. You might like Sierra Van Buren.
Yeah. She's in my basement.
Jackson did give Keller permission to go down and visit her.
Well, as His Majesty wishes.
Of course.
Still haven't made up my mind on him yet. He's better than the last two princes, that's for sure.
He seems very capable.
Oof. Any kindred who kills 2 werewolves by himself is quite capable.
That is a feat. Damn.
Mm-hmm. What I would do, though, if I were the paladin, I would let them in.
As you said, the Camarilla is weak and they're a powerful clan. I think I agree.
They're going to have a lot of observation from... not observation. A lot of obstacles in their way.
Well, seeing as how good 80% of the kindred here are not fans of the Sombra, let alone the Sabbat, I would imagine.
Oh, I know. They hold so much stake into all of their relationships and all of their little special clubs. I know the Anarchs definitely don't want the Camarilla to get more powerful.
Fuck the Anarchs.
Spoken like a true Ivory Tower loyalist.
It was the plate I was given.
It was the plate that I set out for you.
As I said.
But I would let them in. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of obstacles. One, a little more closer to home to both you and I. In our specific little chantry.
Oh. Keller's sister.
No. Oh, I imagine she would love more La Sombra in the Camarilla.
The Primogen.
The Regent.
Ah. That might be he might become an issue for Jackson.
I don't know how this is going to play out, but he is going to stand in the way.
My Primogen is powerful.
Oh, very.
But I don't know if he can turn the tide of such a intriguing change coming to the city now. Though I'm sure he'll find an ally in Matthias's sire, Primogen.
That scared little boy.
Why is he so afraid of them?
You want to know something even weirder? Not even I know.
Oh, keeps it very well hidden, I see.
Malkavians are a very powerful clan, despite what some people may say.
I have definitely already learned to keep in mind what Matthias says.
Lamar, you need to stop the face, man.
They just like dance into the beat.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the little prophecy I heard?
Oh, sure.
The time of blood, tallow, fire, and fur is nigh.
Oof.
The time of shadow and alliance. The time of the beckoning has come. Shadows shall consume the city. Where once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation. Where once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation. Where once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation. The city shall snow ash without the void, and the wolves are howling at the gates of Thermopylae, and the streets shall run red.
Probably Critias.
Probably.
Well, you should probably find your friends and go down to the basement. If I were them, that's exactly where I'd be going.
Yes, they were already discussing that.
But I have a task for you.
What's that?
I want to see you convince your High Regent to allow the La Sombra into the Camarilla.
Well, that sounds challenging and a little fun.
I want to see if you're capable of it.
Certainly do my best.
And if you fail, come to me.
What kind of time frame are we talking? His prejudice isn't going to end in one night.
No. But Dusable is no fool. If you can convince him of the value, we'll see it done.
Just the power of the shadow alone is worth it, frankly.
The city shall burn without the void.
Maybe a little Malkavian prophecy will help convince him as well.
Get out of here, Nathan. Go find your friends.
Is there any way I can feed while we're in this frenzy from one of these fledglings enchanted by Portia?
Wits awareness.
Okay. Pull. Then 3. Oh, I need hunger dice. Three.
3.
Mm-hmm.
You could, but you also see the sheriff making his way out of the club at the same point.
Nathan makes a very annoyed face.
Oh, come here.
Follow.
And she kind of like pulls you in and says, just go ahead.
I do so.
Yeah. How much do you slake?
If it's not too much that isn't like a bother her, like would it going down to 0 be bad?
Yeah, and
Okay.
she would kill you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It's automatically a kill, right?
Not with a kindred. It works a bit
Okay.
different, but she would not be happy.
Okay, I just go down to 1.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I go
Anytime, Nathan. Anytime.
renewing that blood bond. Dumbass. All right, and I head towards the basement.
Okay. As you guys, Matthias and Keller, exits onto the dance floor because the elevator doesn't take you to basement. You exit and you can make your way through the backstage. And as you make your way towards that stage, you feel a tug on one of your sleeves, Matthias.
Turn.
And you see a young, frail-looking man standing beside you, shifting his eyes nervously from side to side, grabbing both his elbows. And he just sort of says, hey dude, I know you.
Do you know?
Yeah, man. Look, I know.
Sir, I've lived for a very long time. You're going to have to bring it down.
I know you're like Alexa. I just want to drink, you know? To make them like me, you know? Like, I'll pay you back.
You, sir, have had far too much to drink tonight.
Please, I just need to be a little more like them, you know? Because they're up there, right? Like they're up there.
Lamar and Matthias are battling right now. Hold on.
Guys, what's the holdup?
I have a new convert. Give me a second.
That's Lamar's thinking. Yeah, you would know. You would actually know this guy.
Oh, would I?
Yeah, his name is Anton Carrillo. He's Alexa's stalker.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah. I can definitely help you, good sir. I just need you to close your eyes for 1 second and pray with me if you do not mind.
And then you'll
And then you'll have everything you possibly could desire.
Charisma persuasion.
You mean the best role I have in this game?
Keller's just standing off to the side watching this going, what the fuck?
Finding God in the club, Keller.
Gives me time to catch up. It's fine.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5.
5?
5.
Sure. How do we pray? How do we do this? Just...
Close your eyes, put your hands together, and bow your head.
Right.
Dear Lord.
Dear Lord.
Bring this.
Keller is laughing off to the side.
For they do not know their sins and their transgressions that they have brought upon us.
What?
And their lusts for flesh and their sickening thoughts about people. Demontation. This motherfucker going crazy.
Gotcha.
Fuck this guy.
This is why Keller is laughing. I get this twice in one night. Hell yeah.
He starts. I don't know what he would do. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's all wrong. Well, God, what's wrong with me? Oh my God! And he starts crying.
Yep.
What's wrong with me? Just like a bad drunk. Like, what's wrong with me?
You will find salvation at Tent City. Stay there for months in solitude and suffering, and then I will find you again to bring you to the light.
Okay, yeah.
Leave
Oh God.
right now.
God, what's wrong with me? Oh. And he begins making his way out of the club.
I just cracks his neck.
You have too much fun doing that.
I catch up to them after that.
Yep.
I don't.
Hello. I thought you'd be a little farther ahead.
Thias is converting again.
Bring another true believer into our world, have you?
Who was that?
That was a man who has decided to harass Alexa more than once in their lives. I've decided to point them in another direction in life. Give them a chance.
You're gonna bring in Alexa into our into your little group. I mean, Alexa Stalker into your little group.
Everyone deserves a second chance, Alex.
Fair enough.
I feel like if Alexa has a stalker, then they don't really care too much about them because I feel like they would take care of it if they really got annoyed or something.
This is true, but this is more for my own
personal enjoyment.
Yeah, Matthias, they kind of view him as a little pathetic.
Yeah, he's annoying, but that's why, point him towards a different direction. Maybe he'll find God.
Shall we
Stalk
go?
the Lord.
Whatever.
Let's
go
get to the basement. Come on.
Oh, how was visiting with Mom?
It's fine. We danced and talked.
Talk.
She asked about what happened.
Yes.
Does
Do you
she
have anything
know
good to
everything
say?
Already?
She thinks Jackson should let them in.
Really?
She made some very good points, and I tend to agree. The Sombra are a powerful clan. The Camari is a little weaker than Camari is a bit weak right now.
I wouldn't say that anywhere near them.
Obviously. But that's her impartial opinion as an observer.
Impartial. I do not believe this word means what you think it means.
I know.
God, I love that movie.
It is very, it was weird seeing a wrestler in a movie for the first time.
In a way, it is impartial, because she's above both of them.
Above.
The Sabata and the Camarilla. She's an independent. In the heart of the Ivory Tower.
Okay. We say this as we're walking towards the basement.
Yeah, Matthias just looks at Alex.
I just fed from Blood Mommy. I am goo goo guying over
Matthias is actually going to do like the whole, you have a headache thing. You okay there?
I'm fine.
At the near the stage, a 6-foot-tall, red-haired man is thrown with what seems inhuman strength to the coterie's feet. He grunts in pain as he hits the floor and grabs the leg of one of the characters, Keller, actually. And as he does, he says, "Oh, you fucking Jesse! I'm too drunk for anything. Get me up and I'll smash your fucking head in. Get up!" And he begins going up, and he's gonna swing at Keller, who needs to make a strength and athletic roll.
Matthias is going to see this and go, "Huh? Someone wishes to die."
You see Nathan like look at the guy and do this.
Matthias begins the last rites.
Am I rolling to dodge? What am I doing?
No, strength athletics. Strength plus athletics. It's a one roll. One roll
Okay.
conflict.
Okay. 4.
4? Yeah. Clean cut. Keller doesn't even think, just sort of lifts him up and tosses him into the dance floor. Bouncers like struggle to make their way through. And then you see an intoxicating woman in a yellow skater dress with black symbols and rhinestones make their way and just sort of appear next to that, trying to calm everything down. And for Nathan, it's Portia. But she just sort of looks, sees the commotion, sees Keller, sees Matthias. Kind of gives you like, well done. And makes their way back in.
Oh, you almost ruined my boots.
That would have been terrible, he says to you.
Downright travesty.
Well, enjoy the basement. It's old and useless. Oracle.
Lady Portia.
They make their way back to the dance floor. Before looking to one of the bouncers and saying something, the bouncer like nods his head. Okay, you guys are cool. Let's go. Get you backstage. Making your way and sort of like rolling up, and as they enter in through the back, it's still very loud. The the back of bass when it comes to this area is annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's.
Yeah.
No sound, just all vibration. I hate it.
And as you do, he sort of says, I'm so sorry about that. You know, one drunk idiot just tries to get too fucking cute, and all of a sudden it just becomes a commotion. Is everything all right with you guys?
Oh, we're fine.
Yeah, not worried about it.
Yeah?
The least stressful thing we've done all day.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but we haven't seen you in a while in the club. How you been?
Busy studying. But it's good to be back.
This is not typically my scene, as the kids would say.
We would.
No, from that I get, but I know these two used to live in the apartments up at the top, so just hasn't seen them in a while. That's all. That's right, you go to Northwestern, right? Pointing to Nathan.
University of Chicago.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all fine. Just college. So how have things been here?
Busy. Annabelle's keeping a top ship. Owner's been getting more involved, so there's that. Sure, it's been driving Portilla mad.
Oh, I'm sure. Expect it to get a little more busy after tonight.
Well, we were told to amp up security, so I don't know what that means.
You should.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever the big boss lady wants.
Very well. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. And he leads you to a staircase. He's like, if you just keep following the stairs, you'll find the sub-basement. And you can make your way through there. Are you sure? It's kind of dangerous to be down there. It's barely safe. So just make sure not to really touch anything. All right.
All right. We'll be very careful. Thank you.
And he closes the door behind you.
Let's go.
Past the point of no return.
As we're walking down, I can't remember if that one was a ghoul or not.
Probably.
Better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the ones that Portia actually associates with are the ones that are in the know. Or if they're not in the know, they're stronger than average.
I would imagine so. Now let's go see the forbidden basement.
No longer foreboding. At least for tonight.
I'm not supposed to be here.
None of us are.
The descent downward, down these metal staircases, is troubling. You can hear the club, but with each step downwards, it becomes a little more distant. You're descending into the darkness of hell. That's at least what it feels like. Until you eventually reach the bottom and see that you must have descended 5 stories downwards. 5. And then you find yourself at a door with some wet puddles on the concrete, stone and brick keeping it together.
I think we found the Kindred tornado shelter.
Is there lighting down here?
The only lighting that you have is of the emergency exit sign.
I can't remember, but can Kindred just naturally see in normal darkness?
No, they do not.
Okay. Hence why I asked, because as we get further down and there's less light, I would like to activate Oblivion Sight.
That would probably be wise.
Watch your step, boys.
I was just gonna turn on my cell phone flashlight, but okay.
Yeah, I think Matthias is going to join Nathan on that one.
All right.
Wait, are we going to see a brand new Lasombra in a dark area?
They would be the most powerful here.
Why would the prince do that?
It's probably
Point.
where she feels safest.
We have our own Lasombra.
Oh fuck, she'd kick my ass, man. Like I
Oh.
don't know what you want from me.
I mean,
Well, just in case this is the last time I see you two, let me let you know that it has been an honor to suffer with the both of you.
Honor's a strong word. Also, stop waxing poetic. Jesus Christ. I'd be more worried if she wasn't down here.
Poor decisions have been made. Matthias opens the door.
You open the door, and as you enter in, Keller, what you see is a cellar of stored away art pieces, most of which are water damaged, along with old tables, chairs, and a bar. A small supply of stored liquor bottles and stacked away bar chairs. Staff shirts, an odd number of freezers and coolers buzz in the darkness. And a number of people making their way between the objects as well. Almost in a frantic and panicking state. As if they're fleeing from a fire or a flood.
So it's just the furniture and everything and the people right
And the
now?
people, and they're running through the furniture.
mm,
Kind of like mice in the cage kind of thing.
Or
just,
something
like,
that
running around.
is playing in the past through repeat.
Ah. Do we just hear them running around? Like, is there anything else to hear?
Nope. You're the only one who notices essentially the ghosts
Oh, the ghosts. That makes more sense.
running through furniture, yeah.
The rest of us see furniture.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is old.
I make it a point to not make it obvious that I notice them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just start stepping into the room looking for who is supposed to be down here.
Nathan, as your flashlight is illuminating a number of objects on here, why don't you roll me an intelligence plus academics roll?
can do. Oh, fuck. 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
You see a number of art pieces that you would have sworn are famous at some point, but you can't really place exactly why. But whatever they were, they are just unfortunately haven't been well taken care of up to this point.
I'm sure they're soaked and decaying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. They're old and they're nice, but yeah.
That's a shame. I feel like flashing my light over him.
You guys can roll me a wits plus survival check.
God. Do I have that?
Well,
Wait, have survival?
no.
I don't think I do.
Well, at least I have 4 in wits.
I got wits. I got my 3 wit boys. Let's go.
Just one for Kelly.
2. Oh, I actually got 3. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keller, you didn't need to do that. You
Oh,
could see
okay.
in the darkness, yeah.
Yay!
Only from Matthias and Nathan.
3.
Matthias rolled no successes and a skull on the red dice.
Oh.
Okay. So I need you to roll me a d10.
You win your...
Me and my bestial failures.
Yeah.
4.
4.
I just kill people.
That
On messy
is-
criticals.
I've killed 1 person.
2.
I've caused 1 person to die.
2
I've-
deaths.
No, 1. Sarah wasn't. I didn't kill Sarah.
Oh, it's not. I'm talking about initial launch. And then target
Oh yeah, I
launch.
forgot about the initial launch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need you to roll me the frenzy check first.
Frenzy is. I'll just roll it on the thing.
Where did you go?
Success! Holy
All right.
crap.
Thank God.
Cool. But you still fail, and so you topple over a few old bar stools, unfortunately.
Bitch! Double bitch!
Dude, use your fucking phone.
Sorry. I just.
Careful.
Gets up slowly, opens up his phone, looks around.
A shadow. You see the one other chair about to fall down as well, until it's caught by a shadow
Oh.
and placed down.
That's
And
intentional.
revealing themselves is Sierra. She sits down. Well, one of you certainly is the loudest.
Sorry.
Apology accepted.
Interesting accommodations you've been given.
Yes.
Sensible.
Reminds me of the past in a weird way.
Quite the revelation you brought upon our little social club tonight.
Yeah. It certainly can be. I didn't exactly expect... Well, I didn't expect to be welcomed with open arms. Neither of us did. But still. And she just stares at you, waiting for you to...
Well, if all things go well, let me be among the first to welcome you to the Ivory Tower.
Thank you.
I do apologize for seeming to speak out of turn. But I am new to this world, so I have a few questions. You are here to speak for an entire clan, jumping ship from one side of a war to another, with two of you, while only one showed up. My fear is that, well, do you truly speak for your clan, or do you only speak for a handful of yourselves?
I speak for Clan La Sombra, on behalf of one of our greatest leaders.
Do you know where your brother is?
I know just as much as you do about where he is. Sadly, he's decided to bail. If I know him, which I do, he's probably at some strip club showing off his fang.
Hmm.
He's not really accustomed to the rules of the Camarilla.
I don't think he's. I get the impression he's not quite fond of the decision.
Why now?
Many reasons. Most of which are above your pay grade.
Fair enough.
Most are above mine. At its simplest, our current sect has devolved in... We've ever been a clan of survivors. We've always, and always will, strive to win. The Sabbat no longer offers either of these outcomes. We have pride in history. It's not as important as surviving. Besides, I truly believe we can acclimate to our new friends if we are given the chance, and perhaps we can actually be of use to the Camarilla. Even strengthen it.
I have to agree. I look to the group. You said there's many questions above our pay grade. Though I'm curious, was it among, you said many reasons, but did something happen in particular? Did the Sabbat betray you in some way?
No.
Do you not fear retaliation from the Simichi and the others?
No.
I'd imagine that your decision will cause some hard feelings among your old faction.
Oh, certainly.
You must have been scouting for a while. I must ask, how long have you been here? In the city of Chicago?
I have only recently arrived.
Matthias, don't forget that Chicago is the heart of the Camarilla.
This is the capital.
This is where one would go if someone wanted mercy and acceptance.
Yes, but that does not explain how you got here, nor does it explain how Celia got here before this very day. So, how many of you are actually in the city already?
I imagine there's a few more. But
Are
we're...
Are they also with this plan to join the Camarilla?
I don't know.
There's inevitably going to be a few dissenters.
We are willing to make any sacrifices. If that includes slaying some of our kin who aren't with the program, so be it.
Sometimes for this entire race to survive, one must make sacrifices. The more that survive, the more you can thrive.
Agreed.
What was your original reason for coming here?
Join the Camarilla.
Your announcement was a shock, even to the prince. So, what was your original reason for being here?
Are you asking which guise we used in order to enter into the city?
No. Why did Kevin Jackson invite you to Chicago if this announcement was such a shock?
He expected 2 defectors.
Not an entire
Air
clan.
Clan.
I apologize. I know my questions seem harsh. I'm afraid of a Trojan horse theory. While you have not proven to be distrustworthy, we are soldiers in a war that we did not sign up for, and we must ask these questions.
Fair enough.
If Keller is any indication, your clan is not an indication of backstabbing or evil deeds. Unnecessary amount of strength and very scary at night, but no,
I will have to give you some history on the Sabbat later, Matthias.
that still does not mean that their clan is inherently evil. There's evil in all people of all races and groups.
We're
If that's-
kindred. Isn't that that's in all of us more than the kind?
If that was true, Keller would have punched me a long time ago, but yet I still stand.
I mean, you haven't tried to touch my butt. I see no reason to punch you in the face.
Too many people try. I don't have the opportunity.
I would like you to know that I think Alex gets it more than I do, so I think you need to calm down.
You know what I find so enlightening about this all? You still cling on to humanity. You still have morals and ethics through all of this. It's an admirable quality, especially for a for a kindred. It's something that I myself have been trying to acclimate to once again. Where I come from, we are raised to think that we are the predators, and that is it.
We are creatures above base animal instinct.
At least you should be.
Yes, we all, as kindred, succumb to our bestial nature at any point, even the most restrained of us. But still, we are creatures of reason still, with knowledge that the kind will never, once we've gotten a few centuries under our belts, will never fully be able to understand. We should act like it.
Concrete and capitalism.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of the capitalism part, but on certain things, at least.
Something somebody I used to know would say. Anyway, the interrupted with the echo of footsteps making their way towards you. Well, you guys are the easiest to find in this grave. And it's Jackson. Your Majesty.
I give a bow.
You, alone, with me. Now, of course, I have this for you, by the way. And she reaches out of her purse and hands him a letter. Okay, well, I'll allow you to read it. Thank you. Fledglings, just stay put.
Your best.
I just take a seat on the stool.
And they find somewhere more private, away from your eyes. Go ahead.
You two are smarter than me in your respective fields. Young Alex has boasted about their involvement with all this. Keller, I imagine you have some bias, but what do you think?
It's weird to say it's a bias considering I am of them, but I am also a member of the Camarilla already. And you can debate reasoning all night long, for centuries, even if you wanted, about will they betray us? Is this a Trojan horse? Are they genuine? And eventually you just have to come to a fucking decision. And I think that if the Sombra wanted to decimate the Ivory Tower, they wouldn't do it with a handshake.
It's definitely not their style.
Everyone is afraid of them. They've been at war for years, and it's recently not been as much of an issue. Something happened between then and now, where the La Sombra are taking their own interests to heart and think that putting in with those that they fought against is better than the situation they have now.
Makes me wonder what the fuck is really happening in the Sabbat.
If the Sabbat is as terrible as everyone is making it out to be, that they are the monsters that children are told stories about at night and worse, they're probably spiraling into destruction they can't come back from.
Succumb to the beast too long.
And thus La Sombra want out before it destroys them all, because as she said, they care about survival. And, well, while the Camarilla hasn't always been, it has existed for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And while, apparently the bit where they don't like technology doesn't really relate to us, they seem to be a little bit more traditional than the Anarch faction, but they are at least somewhat more put together. I would think that if they wanted to live, they would side with the Camarilla.
You know what you're getting when you go to the Camarilla? Every domain has the same rules. Every city that's Camarilla, you know the traditions. With the Anarch, you never know what the unknown rules that are unspoken rules are going to be. Whose toes you might step on.
Which baronies may have which specific set of rules, sanctions, blah, blah, blah. It is essentially the same for every prince and their domain. And again, if the La Sombra wanted to ignite war once again, why would you start at the heart? Strategy dictates that you take out outlying forces first. But again, they are a single clan versus an entire faction.
I think their presence in the Camarilla will just, like I said, my position is they will strengthen it. I'm sure they'll take some liberties in establishing their own power within the Ivory Tower. Don't get me wrong, but overall, I think the adding of the Clan of Shadow to our little faction will be beneficial.
Though there are those who would most vehemently disagree.
Matthias, your primogen, being one of them, and mine.
My sire isn't very fond of the idea either.
Your sire, our primogens. But maybe I can reason with mine.
Oh?
I could try.
Pull that stick out of his ass a little?
I've been trying to. It's still your sister anyway. Maybe give her a little more freedom.
I can see why she's not here tonight now.
I think it was a good decision that she wasn't.
I wonder if that means they will free her from the chantry if this is to happen.
I mean,
I think the La Sombra would demand it, to be honest.
I think we should offer it as a token of goodwill, frankly.
They're essentially holding her captive.
Yes.
But it was that or death. They were going to kill her if she didn't come.
Yep. And then there's Miss Van Buris's brother, who is a wild card.
Yes, my fear is that we probably would have had a better chance with both of them, and at the same time, I think he would have possibly ruined it. We only spent a few hours with him, and it was
God,
irritating.
he was a piece of shit.
Matthias, roll me a resolve plus aspects.
Oh, fuck all. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna be my lowest roll of the day.
You don't got a lot of resolve?
I got 2.
That's fine.
Plus
Oh, no,
aspects?
there's 4 total. But it doesn't matter. I completely failed.
Okay.
A willpower that?
Yeah, you know what? I'll spin a willpower because I don't know what's happening and I can get that shit back tomorrow. Let me go ahead and re-roll these 3 real quick. 2 then. I'll take 2. Fuck, I'll take 2. Versus 0? I'll take 2.
It's one of the little girls playing on the top of the bar. One of your favorite little prophecy children. Her arms, her back is to you, and her arms are extended out towards where the prince and Sierra are. And she's just going, fight, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss. And your premonition stops.
Hey, I want you both to know that seeing little girls in the middle of a dark basement is one of the most terrifying things in the world.
I don't see this little prophecy girl dancing on the bar.
There was a little. He described what happens. There was a young girl, a part of the original 12, reaching out, going, fight, fight.
I mean, I see fucking ghosts everywhere right now, but I don't see
She
any
was
fucking
going.
little
She was like holding out in the direction of the prince and Sierra, playing with them like dolls, being like, fight, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss. Yeah.
I like dolls.
Yep.
Look. At the end of the day, all of us, every one of my clan, at least all the ones in this goddamn city, saw the same poem, saw the same vision.
The La Sombra are fated to make quite a impression on Chicago, no matter what happens, at the very least, based on your visions.
At the end of the day, they will be in Chicago. It'll be good to have a few of them on our side.
Well, we can hopefully get hope from at least one part of that little prophecy, thrice repeated. When once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation.
I hope so. Unfortunately, there's never been a surrender in the world, in history, that ever happened.
Oh, there will be
cleanly.
Conditions. That's
Oh,
unescapable.
it never happened cleanly.
I can guarantee you there won't be a fucking La Sombra Primogen for a hot fucking minute.
Not if sun has anything to do with it.
Sun is going to be one of our biggest well, not really our, but the Camaria's biggest obstacles in this. He will do everything in his power to prevent this from happening. He's gonna go off the wall.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it'll come up during group therapy in a couple of days.
Oh, Jesus
What?
Christ, Matthias, no.
What?
Oh, do you have a plan for me not to go? I am all ears.
Stick to Alexa if you do. Jesus
Oh, guess who
Christ.
says it's going to take me to group therapy?
Oh my God. You poor fuck.
Poor fuck indeed. Information's fucked up, man.
We are a clan of oracles. Someone's bound to crack.
All of you in the same room.
I mean, I'm sure any kindred that gets old enough starts to go a little out there.
So, at this point, Jackson comes back. Comes to you. I want to hear your honest opinion, Fletchlings. What's your take on this?
I think it's a good opportunity, Your Majesty.
Looks to Matthias.
For once they saw darkness, they shall find salvation. It's an oracle thing.
One they've all heard.
Yep.
This is the first I'm hearing about.
Would you like us to recite it its entirety?
No, it's fine.
Don't-
We could deal
don't.
with that later.
Long story short, they're going to have a major event. They're going to be a part of a major event. No matter what we do, it's better to have them on our side than not.
What about you? Turns to Keller.
Most would assume that I am biased, as I am one of them, but I don't know them. I'm not of them. I am simply gifted with their abilities. But overall, as I was telling these two, that if this was some kind of Trojan horse scenario, or some other way to reignite the war, I don't think coming and using diplomacy would be their first act. Not with what I know about them. I think honestly, I think you should go for it.
He looks to his hand. Vitae dripping. Sierra comes back round this time. I'll leave that up to her. And he turns around and he leaves.
I hope your chat was productive.
Does she look injured by any chance?
Injured?
Injured, scruffled, hair not where it's supposed to be.
What's insight?
I'm good at that. That is 4 plus 3. One, two, three, 4.
4?
5.
Five. It's the best way to say this. With your premonition. Yeah. She is... If there was a physical fight, there are no signs. But there was a Her lipstick is a little smudged. It could have been worse. We are being given an opportunity. For every La Sombra who wants entry into the city, we must present a Sabbat elder staked and ready for execution. Every La Sombra who wishes to enter the city and who is in the city must be bonded to a Ventru.
I see.
Oh.
Of course, His Majesty found a way to give a little power play to his own clan on top of it.
Of course.
I'm sure it's a difficult thing to accept. Apologies for any discomfort you may be feeling. Or sympathies, I should say.
When you say every La Sombra in the city already, that includes myself and Celia.
Yes.
Just to double check. Okay.
Shit.
I take one of the chairs off the table and I fucking throw it against a wall. Fine.
And to make an example. And to show our dedication, you must find Malenkov with a stake through him. And there will be a vote tomorrow on whether to allow La Sombra into the Chicago domain of Jackson. The clans will vote, and Malenkov will be executed. He wanted me to add, finding him is your task.
Joy.
You've accepted that.
I did. You're 3 and he is 1.
He's got his ghouls.
And he is aware that you can ward against them.
Matthias, we're gonna have to bring our friend in again.
I am speaking with him, I believe, tomorrow.
What time is it, Quinn?
It's been a day. This has had all this happened within a couple of hours.
Like what part, like how deep into the night are we?
I bet this shit's like midnight. This shit's been a day.
We got here at 9.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You have enough time to go back to the Lincoln. For Sierra to go back to the Diamond Yama. And plan if you wanted to.
You said the vote will be tomorrow among the clans, tomorrow night?
Yep.
We have to find him by tomorrow night.
Yep.
I need to go
Fucking-
I need to go back to the Chantry to... My Primogen, I believe, may be an obstacle for your clan.
My Primogen may be an obstacle for your clan.
I don't think there's anything you can do on that front, though, Matthias.
No, but there is maybe for mine.
Out of the two, I think, unfortunately, Alex would have a better chance.
Just a question of if I can convince my Primogen to not vote against your little group. What do I get out of it?
It would help if you knew why he opposed them.
Creatures of the night, guys control the shadows. You're the most, as the kids say, OP clan.
Fucking bullshit. Do you know what fucking Alex did to those fucking ghouls? We can't do that.
No.
Oh, yeah, he turned one of them to fucking dust. While he was
Alexis Alex?
sleeping. No, talking to Alex. Nathan
Oh.
Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I remember feeling it when it happened.
Gross. Anyway.
But as I was saying, I might be able to convince my Primogen. I'll do what I can.
He has spent a lot of time near one. Maybe their heart has warmed a single degree.
You mean running her around like she's a fucking librarian assistant that doesn't have a choice on the matter?
Sounds like old folks with young'uns.
Honestly, though, if this gets her out of that fucking house, then fucking go for it.
I'll try.
I will contact Jason. And we
Already
will begin.
seeing him tonight anyway, right?
Yes, and I hope to bring him into our little fold. After that, we will begin preparation of trying to find your brother, Sierra.
Like I said, if I know him, he's probably with some escort service right now.
What's his favorite flavor?
Blood.
Obviously, but specific.
That was the safest answer.
Probably one
Does he
that
have a-
speaks his language.
Does he have a type?
He's a huge proponent of BDSM clubs.
Good start. Helps narrow things down, actually. I'm sure he is.
Yeah, can't wait to say that out loud.
I do believe I saw the Nosferatu, and like I said, I guess your Primogen isn't going to help. But I believe Rosa Hernandez was there as well. The Gangrel Primogen.
Mm. Oh, fuck.
It has been a day, Alex. and-
That's has more Vaughn.
I know.
Fun is a sweet boy.
That's sorry.
So, God damn it.
Well,
Yeah.
if I can convince my Primogen, like I said, I look forward to having a working relationship with you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Um,
Perhaps you could speak to him before we set him ablaze.
That's your intention. quite a bit of. Are you perhaps if you know something about his history with your clan, I can use that to my advantage to convince him. If you're willing to divulge.
About Malenkov?
About Malenkov.
He is a World War II veteran. He invaded Berlin. He's fought in every Russian war since.
Why does he hate your clan so much? Not to obviously the extent of.
Wait, are you asking
base-
about Malenkov or?
I'm asking about my Primogen.
Oh, your Primogen?
Like who's?
Damn. Malenkov was the World War II vet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if she would know why Sable
yeah.
hates Sombra.
do stable. Okay. Dirt.
Other than he's a Tremere, and we have been mortal enemies since their theft. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I thought I might ask just in case. I'll see what I can do. Prejudices are hard to overcome.
Yes, they are. I will make my way back to Lincoln Hotel. If you need me, I'll be there, or call me or something.
Don't forget what I told you about bringing our friend into the club.
That is my actual intention. Keller, Miss Sierra, welcome to the Camarilla. He will head out.
I will also do so. Good evening.
Before you go, Alex,
Hmm.
if you have any time, if you want to scroll through social media and see if there's been any mention near strip clubs and the like.
I can try.
I feel like somebody like Malenkov would make an impression.
I mean, I'm not the best hacker by any means, but
Do better than me.
I'll give it a go.
We can pick that up next week.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Chicago by Night, Season 2, Episode 4. I have been your storyteller, Quinn, and this was a lot of fun today. So, oh, Akabe-chan.
Inside jokes.
Inside jokes. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Let's go around the horn real quick, send everybody off, and we'll start with Vaughn.
Hi everyone, I'm Vaughn. You can find me here every Monday playing Nathan, the Tremere, and Dumb Bitch Boy. Please check every Monday for here. I'm in the chat as the Tired Warlock. This is the main place to find me right now, except in I think a week
Nope,
from now.
this week.
Oh, this week.
This week.
I will be starting in a Star Wars RPG with the lovely Dana here. I'll be playing a Night Sister. So look forward to that. And Dumpstat Charisma.
There you go. And going over to Dana.
Everybody, I'm Dana. I'm Dana Lee B on the internet. You can find me here every Monday playing my party parent, who is now legitimately angry. Find me on So Many Games tomorrow as I play Star Trek, where I play my punchy con officer. Catch me this upcoming Thursday on Dubstep Charisma playing Rikus Mindar as the Brack Assassin. And then catch me on Gehenna Gaming on Friday, where I play my true Bruja, Asta Sorensen, in the Dark Ages campaign.
All right. Your Bruja. Love him. Lamar.
Good day, lads and lasses. My name is Lamar the Con Guy. You can find me here every Monday playing Matthias, the goddamn preacher.
Triggered.
The triggered preacher on Silver RPG. That is actually my only dedicated stream for a good while. You can check me out on my own channel, Lamar the Con Guy, as I try to finish Resident Evil 4. And then, if I am the bravest of boys in the world, soon to be streaming Resident Evil Village because I gotta see what Big Mama turns into. Podcasts, I do them. That's it.
Cool. And then I have been your storyteller, Quinn. You can find me here every Monday doing this, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are now uploading to YouTube. YouTube's of this show can be found in a lovely playlist over on our YouTube link, which I'm pretty sure it's posted. I probably should have checked that before I went live. But you could also just go to YouTube and type in Soul Bear RPG if you want to get caught up on season 1 and catch up on season 2. They are there in playlist format for you to enjoy. New episodes will be brought out every Wednesday at 10 a.m. That's the goal. Hopefully. So yeah. With that, is there anybody that we can raid right now? I probably should have done that.
Any suggestions, chat?
Chat, suggestions, raid it, please. Give me somebody. Anybody. Who is,
General Artie says, behold.
Behold Roleplay, are they playing? Sure, we haven't raided them in a while, right?
Behold!
I feel like we haven't. Yeah, we'll go roll. Playing No Way Out. So let me hit that button. And then we'll see you all next week, 8 p.m. Bye!
Bye, big gay do crimes.
Okay.